Webster.
Webster.
Jack Webster.
Just like us. Right.
Oh, yeah.
And also
We wish.
a great looking book and a great little read called Imago, Tales from the West. Author Lorna Suzuki is here, and her husband Chris White is here, and he is a Bujinkan Budo Taijutsu instructor. She's a third-year black belt, or is it third year? No, third degree, and he's a
fifth degree, and they're both instructors, and she's a novelist. Yeah, they're gonna we're gonna talk about her book.
Super talent.
Yes, and we're gonna they're gonna show us a few moves, which will
I
be
think we're gonna
interesting.
show you a few moves.
And then they're gonna beat on Russell.
We're all having a panic here because I ran out to say sorry to Scott.
Ninja.
Yeah, Scott, right? He's our ninja.
Not Chris.
Because that's right. Yeah. Because I called him Chris. Anyway.
I have something, by the way. This is for the Kick Russell's Butt Fund. For Scott, the ninja.
There we go. Oh,
yeah,
thanks.
we took up a little collection. All right.
This is all Russell's butt is worth.
This show is
5
so
lousy
all about
bucks.
hurting me. Okay, well, thank you very much, Charles.
All right,
Thank you,
money.
Charles.
All right.
It's break time. When we come back, we're going to watch Russell get his butt kicked by Lorna and Scott. Stick around.
Yay!
Don't be scared.
I know, he's eyeing me because I called him the wrong name. Anyway, Lorna Suzuki, and this is Scott White. Well, you know what? You know what the problem was? It's written right there.
You wrote it, though. Poor sucker.
Okay, welcome to the show.
This is the book.
That's right.
Yes, this is Lorna's Imago Tales from the West. This is your first book.
Yes, in a series.
Excellent. And inspired by obviously your martial arts background and whatnot?
Yes, definitely. The character, one of the main characters in there is a female warrior. And it's really interesting to note because there's so many fantasy books out there where the females are portrayed, if they're able to physically take on a man, they are endowed with superhuman powers like Xena or Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or if they are strong, they're usually evil.
Yeah,
and in this case, I basically created a woman who's half mortal and half elf, but she's got none of these special powers, and her ability to survive comes from her training in the warrior arts. So it's loosely based on what my husband and I do.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Where did the desire come to write a story? That takes an enormous discipline.
You know what? It's quite bizarre because I initially wrote this book for my daughter because when we do martial arts seminars, I get a lot of women coming up to me saying that they never thought they can fight until they saw me throwing big guys around.
And I love the sound of that.
Well, you know, they said to me that it was something they never thought they could do, and I said, well, why? And they said, well, it's in our culture, it's our upbringing, it's in the books we read. And I thought, not in my world.
No,
and you know, I wanted my daughter something different. So it was a way of me, you know, giving my personal views about different things. And as you know, the book touches on racism and religious intolerance and all these other issues that she may encounter herself as she grows up. Because like the female character, she's half, you know,
of one culture and half of another.
Exactly. So, and the book has taken on a life of its own now. I just heard from Chapters they're going to be carrying it nationwide. I have and I have a couple literary agents interested in basically representing me, and there's talk now of a possible movie and series.
Wow.
So it's very bizarre. It's just kind of taken on a life of its own now. So
cool.
I've been told to run to it, not to run away from the book now. So
definitely. Now you brought a prop, which is something from the book.
Oh yes, this is
more than a prop.
Yeah, this is actually called a tesson, and it's a battle fan. And the women who study in our art, they would use weapons that were very benign. They look very innocent. Come a little closer.
No. We're not playing this game today.
You're not going to be.
Well, you know what? This is a toned-down version. This is actually a training version of it, because the actual ones have reinforced steel ribs, and the top edge is sharpened steel, so you can slice and dice and decapitate and things like that.
Thanks, kids.
I never leave home without this.
Yeah. Who needs pepper spray?
Can you open it up?
Yep.
Whoa!
That's some sound there.
Yeah, it's used for distraction as well, right? Because that is enough to kind of make people jump back and think, oh, what's she going to do?
And that's Nyla's weapon.
That's one of the many weapons that she does. Well, yeah, it's very deceiving, right? Because that's initially what she does until the guy makes a wrong move.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
Excellent. Now, you're a third degree black belt, and Scott, you're a fifth.
Yes.
I have to, before we get into actually doing the martial arts, what do the degrees mean? What's the difference between a third? Like, a black belt is insane.
Just different levels of experience. Really, in our style, it's how long you've been training, recognition of certain things you've done. For the test I did, I had to do it in Japan with the Grand Master. You can't get graded by anyone else for that rank. So Lorna's going to be coming up to that hopefully in the next little while. But it's really just a degree, more importantly, of how many years you've trained as opposed to what rank you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, we're going to see first degree urban rush belt
Okay.
today.
Yes.
That's
Bring
yes.
it on.
And we also want to let people know that you're instructors and you run courses
Yes,
in
we do.
Surrey. I'm pretty sure we have a graphic we can show everybody. Oh, no, we don't.
But we can tell everybody.
Tell everybody. Why don't you guys
We can
tell us?
demonstrate on you.
Okay, but where can we take
Where
class?
can we take a class?
We actually have a dojo out in Fleetwood, and I believe at the end of the show they're going to give a contact or email address where people can contact us. And it's quite important that we actually speak to the people, because martial arts, it's not for everyone, and what we do, it's not well known because it's not a sport. What we do is strictly for self-defense. So
Okay.
we do have to screen out people to make sure.
So if you want information, though, call 574-7435, and they'll get all the good times there.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So-
And the book as well?
The
We
book?
should touch on that quickly. Chapters, all the bookstores
Yep,
around
Chapters, Black Bond, Wendell's, you can get the book there.
town? All right, fantastic.
Okay, we're coming back for some martial arts with you guys right after this.
Yes. See you in a bit.